Well, today I want to talk about something I probably should talk about more often than I do, cranial nerves. And we get 12 pairs of cranial nerves. There's 12 nerves on each side of the brain that come out from the brain, go through the skull, and they do things. Some of them are sensory things like olfactory and taste, optic nerve and sight. Some of them are motor nerves that tell things what to do. But they all come through the skull, and when they get squeezed, you have problems. Okay, well, the biggest causing of squeezing of the roots of these 12 pairs of cranial nerves is osteoporosis of the skull. Now, doctors don't spend a lot of time talking about osteoporosis of the skull. When they talk about osteopenia, osteoporosis, everybody thinks leg bones, hip bones, knee bones, vertebrae, pelvis, ribs, that sort of stuff. And doctors never talk about osteoporosis of the skull. Well, when you see a little old person, they're in their 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, and their face is shrunk. That's because they have osteoporosis of the skull, and all the minerals are going away out of their facial bones and their skull bones. You get loose teeth. Oh, yeah, and dentists like to put in implants and make dentures and all that kind of stuff. But really, it's just osteoporosis of the skull. Okay? And then when you have individual nerves being squeezed more than the others, and when you lose minerals out of any bones, actually the bones actually get bigger and they're softer. They're not brittle. They become soft. And canals that contain nerves and disc and spinal cord and stuff get squeezed, and you get symptoms. You get peripheral neuropathies from degenerative disc disease in your lower back. You get things like irritable bladder syndrome. You get things like sciatica. Chiropractors give you great relief with adjustments, but there's no minerals in chiropractic examination. So let's look at some of the main ones, okay? There's about 12 cranial nerves, 12 pairs, and, olfactory. When you lose your sense of smell, it could be a zinc deficiency, okay, but it also could be osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the roots of those olfactory nerves. Then there's the optic nerve. You get those squeezed, and you get what's called degenerative optic nerve disease, and people forget about that, but it's a common cause of loss of vision as well as macular degeneration, things like glaucoma and cataracts. And then the facial nerves. When the facial nerve gets squeezed, as it's coming out from the skull, which comes out from behind the ear, you get Bell's palsy. Your whole face droops. You can also get dry mouth, dry eye syndrome, okay, because there's branches of the seventh cranial nerve that actually cause your tear glands to produce tears and your salivary glands to produce saliva, okay? And then the trigeminal neuralgia, terrible pain in your upper jaw and your facial bones and also in your lower jaw. Of course, dentists like to do root canals, and you have these terrible pains in your face and your jaw. It's called trigeminal neuralgia. The French call it tic douloureux. The eighth cranial nerve, when it gets squeezed, you get a gradual squeezing of the auditory branch. You're going to get gradual deafness. You can also get a tone. It's called tinnitus, ringing in the ears. It might be a chirping sound, but the most common form is a tone kind of thing, drive people crazy. And we'll talk about that, but basically I've seen the symptoms of tinnitus or the tone thing, the ringing in the ears, go away in 10 minutes after somebody having a 24/7 for 25 years. Obviously it'll come back in 4 or 5 hours because it's temporary relief, but you do the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, and all of these things can be permanently gone in 4 to 6 months. It's really quite nice. And then you have the vestibular branch of the eighth cranial nerve getting squeezed. You get things like, you get where you're sort of walking around like a drunken sailor, right? It's called ataxia. It used to be called Meniere's disease. Sometimes you get a little nausea with it, but also it's called Wallach's vertigo. That's the vestibular branch of the eighth cranial nerve. And then the ninth cranial nerve, when it gets squeezed, it's the glossopharyngeal nerve. You can lose sense of taste. Your tongue doesn't work very well, and also you can lose your speech. You have trouble with speech because the glossopharyngeal nerve also innervates the vocal cords. The 10th cranial nerve is called the vagus nerve, comes out right from the bottom of the skull, goes down with your carotid artery into your chest and helps control the heart rate, helps control your lungs, but it also controls your digestive system. Turns it on, turns it off. When it gets squeezed, you get all kinds of stuff. You can get crazy diarrhea, you can get stomach pain, nothing in your belly will work, you get constipated, but also you could have a gluten intolerance. There's nothing worse than having a gluten intolerance and osteoporosis of your skull, squeezing the 10th cranial nerve. Okay, so you're getting a picture here that these 12 pairs of cranial nerves are extremely important. Well, how do you deal with that? How do you prevent osteoporosis of the skull? Well, you take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, appropriate for body weight, one healthy bone and joint per 100 pounds of body weight, and it will support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. And I've seen people, for instance, one of our distributors, you know her, Shar. She's been with me for 25 years. She just turned 72 a couple of months ago, but she looks like she's 35 or 40. And she doesn't have the old person's facial shrinkage because she's been taking a 200-pound man's dose of the 90 essential nutrients twice a day for 25 years. She didn't want to look old. She didn't want to get old. Okay, and so she looks like she's 35 or 40, although she's 72. She acts like she's 12 to 18, but we have a lot of fun. But basically, you can, in advance, take these things, and you can actually increase your dosage over the minimum daily requirements, and you can add many healthy years to your life. You're going to look younger, feel younger, and act younger. Okay, Healthy Bone and Joint Pack for anything going on with the cranial nerves. Well, stick with us. We're going to be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
I wanted to talk a little bit about
wisdom.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about something that vindicates you. As we've got a Fox News story here headlined, "A cancer risk from your chips." They say tobacco chemical is present in fried food cooked at high temperatures, something you've been talking about for as long as I've known you. And according
Tobacco chemicals?
Yes, they say health chiefs confirmed and children are most at risk. The health chiefs have issued a cancer warning over eating chips and other fried food amid revelations they contain a harmful chemical that is also found in tobacco smoke. According to the European Food Safety Authority, they published a study confirming that acrylamide, which forms when foods are cooked at high temperatures, is a cancer risk. Now, they're a little behind the times because the U.S. came out with this, probably 5 or 10 years ago?
Yeah, and of course, in the studies that I did back in the 60s, we were talking about the chemicals because I did, 20 million chemistries. We're looking at things that clogged arteries and initiated cancer. And it wasn't cholesterol. It certainly wasn't genetics. It was the trans fatty acids, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides you find from burnt meats and increased the risk of breast cancer by 462%. Now, that came out confirmed in 1998, University of South Carolina, and I was saying those things back in 1971. And so they are way behind the times. That's 45, almost 50 years. Not just 5, almost 50 years, Doug.
Isn't it about par for the course that they're usually about that far behind?
Thank you very much. Good job. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Longevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Maryland. And Carmen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Carmen, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you?
I am on the bone and joint pack for 2 years now. My knees are cracking now. It sounds terrible when I go up and down the stairs, and I have arthritis in both thumbs and both wrists. And I'm taking glucogel 15 a day and 2 Ocean's Gold and twice a day, and 3 de-stress twice a day, and 3 selenium twice a day, 3 memory once a day, and the cherry berry liquid stuff, I forgot what it is, and Osteo FX 1 ounce twice a day. And I have fungus on my foot.
Yeah.
And
Oh, my gosh.
really bad. How do I get rid of
Okay,
that?
now, wait a minute. Whoa. The fungus in your foot, was it...
mumbles.
Okay, stomach mumbles. That's very good to know. And this fungus on your foot, does it show up as a patch the size of a penny? Does it cover all your ankle? I mean, how big is it?
No, it was athlete's foot, and then it crawled up my leg to my knees, and now it's just like about 2.5, 3 inches across. It's an oval on the top of my foot. I was told to take tea tree oil, and it made my skin raw, so it was all bloody. So I quit, and I put calendula on it to make the skin grow back, and now it just looks like you just peeled off the scab, and it's just red. But
I think we've talked before, about this.
Yes.
Now, tell me, do you have any history of any respiratory problems, asthma, bronchitis?
Bronchitis. You got it 4 times a year, every time the seasons changed.
Yeah.
For about
what
a week
about
or 2.
What about you have any children?
No, I never got married.
Okay. Do Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one sister.
And does she have any children?
Yes, she has a nephew. My nephew, yeah, one.
A single child, okay. Now, does he have any health problems, any asthma or skin problems or constipation or anything like that?
Well, they took his intestines out, like
his intestines.
11 feet or something when he was
11 feet of intestines. So he had irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's disease? What did he have?
I don't know, but he was only 11. They took it all out. He has to go to the bathroom every time he eats now. Stupid.
Okay, sure. Okay. Does he have any skin problems he can recognize? Red, itchy skin on his face or arms or anything?
No, but his hair is gone. It's like Isabel and my nephew both. You can see their scalp through their hair. It's like
so their hair is very thin. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is very simple, and I think we've had this discussion before. Shar, what would be your best bet? What's going on here?
It's definitely a gluten intolerance, and they're not absorbing.
Exactly. Yourself here, Carmen, Char's exactly right. And, of course, your sister would have the same thing because your mom passed it on to you and your sister. And your sister passed it on to her son. And so hang on. We'll be back, and Char and I will give you what you should do and what these kids should do after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, let's go back to Marilyn and Carmen. Okay, Char?
Yes.
Yeah, Carmen is doing everything right as far as taking all the right stuff. She's following the instructions perfectly. She's not getting any results. And, of course, you picked out the fact that she does have a gluten intolerance. And so what would you tell her to do to find all the hidden places, and what tool would you make her aware of that would help her be aware of all the hidden places she's going to find gluten?
Well, she needs to get a gluten-free cookbook, and anything with wheat, barley, rye, or oats in it, she's got to get rid of it. And she needs to read the ingredients on stuff when she buys it.
Exactly. And that includes dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food, everybody else living in the house. And what CD should she listen to?
Serial killers.
Well, there you go. And do give us a call every couple of weeks, Carmen. But if you're going to find a source of gluten in your life somewhere, when you get rid of it, watch what happens. It'll be magic. Give us a call every 2 weeks and let us know where you find the gluten. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Jennifer, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jennifer, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling for my, he'll be 5 this week, my 5-year-old son. He's 47 pounds, and he has behavioral issues. And I've had him on a gluten-free diet and the Healthy Start Pack since February. But I just recently ordered the Sweeties and De-Stress, thinking that might help his behavioral issues, and I wanted to know what the dosage would be and if those are good products for him.
Of course. The 90 essential nutrients, obviously the basic stuff, get him the Healthy Start Pack, but at 45 pounds, he's close enough to 50 pounds. They give him a half a dose of everything a day, cut that in half so he can get a quarter of a dose twice a day. So that one Healthy Start Pack will last him 2 months at this weight. Mm-hmm. And then the De-Stress capsules, I'd have him take 2 a day, and you can open them up and put them in a tablespoon of applesauce, okay, if he doesn't like to swallow capsules. And let's see, what else did you start him on?
Sweeties. I want to start him, maybe see if the Sweeties would help him, the chromium and vanadium for all of
Sure.
his...
Okay, yeah, well, I'd go ahead and give him... Yeah, I just give him one of those a day, and you can dump it out on a plate and take a butter knife and make 2 kind of half piles and put one half of one Sweeties capsule in that tablespoon of applesauce that you're going, no sugar added applesauce, and that way he'll get one of those capsules a day. And, watch it. Fruit juices, fruit, dried fruit, fresh fruit, he'll get and the whole family's got to eat the same way. You can't be eating a banana in front of him and say he can't have a banana, okay? So everybody's got to eat more vegetables and less fruit, no fruit juices, and to make sure he gets animal protein with every meal. He, can't have any gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Get him off of gluten, no fried foods and processed meats and so forth, okay? And then give us a call every couple of weeks because you should see some improvement with real strict dietary changes in the whole household. Make sure that, in fact, I found some today. I was visiting somebody's house and the dog was just itching all over. They have gluten problems, and sure enough, the third ingredient out of 25 ingredients in dog food was wheat, whole wheat. Okay, we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake, or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. Let's head to Kentucky. And Tina, you're up with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Tina, you're on the air.
Oh, thank you. I've got a question. Recent lab work that I had done showed that my EGFR, which I guess is a kidney function, was down. Last year in July it was 92. This year it was 40.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about glomerular function is what it is. It's the little filtering units in the kidney. And do you have any blood pressure problems or vascular problems of any kind?
I have varicose veins.
Okay, very good. Now,
I am also gluten-free. I have been for the past 5 years.
Okay, good. So you know you had a gluten problem.
And
how
my
old are
mother
you?
and my grandmother both had Addison's disease. I was wondering if
that's
that
an
might
adrenal.
be...
Yeah, that's an adrenal thing. That's not genetic, but it had to do. Do you know if they were taking statin drugs?
No, they were not. And
okay,
I
were they
did
eating?
Not...
Okay, were they eating eggs? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Addison's disease is a failure of the adrenals, not the kidneys. It's kind of a different subject, and certainly that's not genetic either.
Okay.
But when you have kidney function problems, it's actually a vascular problem. Usually you don't really have anything wrong with the kidney. 99% of the time it's not a kidney problem. Only you have kidney failure, you'd be listed. And they want to get you on dialysis and do kidney transplants and everything. And really it's a vascular problem. And what do you weigh here, Tina?
180.
Okay, and how tall are you?
5'6".
Okay. Yeah, at 5'6", a woman I'd like to see weigh 145, 150, so you might need to lose 30, 40 pounds. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, Shar. What causes the vascular problems that result in a decreased kidney function? What causes the arteries to be blocked?
Eating fried foods and stuff like that. And, you know.
You're exactly right. You get an A+. It's trans fatty acids, heterocyclic amines, acrylamides, as Doug talked about in the Pearls of Wisdom. Also, you're looking at anything that is inflammatory, eating anything inflammatory, fried foods, processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, deli slices, sandwich meats, all that kind of stuff, oils, olive oil, cooking oils, coconut oil, salad dressings, anything like this, mayonnaise, all contribute to the inflammation of these blood vessels. And the kidney blood vessels, the little afferent arteries to carry the blood into the filtering units in the kidney, I mean, they're only 10,000 times smaller than the diameter of your hair. I mean, one red blood cell has to fold itself over on itself to get through there. So it doesn't take much in the way of consumption of these inflammatory foods to cause a blockage in these little arteries. And so our goal here is to support and promote healthy blood flow through those arteries. So what program would you start Tina on here, Sharm?
I would start her on the healthy. I would start her on the healthy brain and heart pack, but she needs to add the Ultimate Daily to open up all the arteries.
Well, there you go. Yes, at 180 pounds, Tina, I'd have you take 2 of the healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day, and that's designed, of course, to support all the metabolism and functions of all tissues in the body, including the kidneys. And then, as Shar says, I would have you take the Ultimate Daily tablets. I'd go ahead and have you take, I'd go ahead with 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. And that'll be 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily tablets. And they're designed to support and promote healthy blood pressure, to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, including the brain, the eyes, the heart, and the kidneys and legs and other places. And varicose veins are caused by a deficiency of a single mineral. And when you have varicose veins, it's not unusual to also have hemorrhoids, which is kind of varicose veins in a funny place. You get things like, spider veins, and also, which are microscopic varicose veins, or at least very tiny varicose veins. And then, of course, you get aneurysms, which can be life-threatening if they rupture. So that's a great program. Again, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily tablets. And then give us a call the next time you get a test, it'll be very, very important, because if you do all these things obsessively, you do them without fail, do the dietary change without fail, you're doing your gluten thing without fail, and this glomerular function test should go up. Your creatinine level should go down, because creatinine level creeps up when you have filtration problems. And if they don't change for the better, that means you still have some source of gluten in the dog food, the cat food, the bird food, a spouse or mother-in-law or something, some other person. Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks, Tina. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New Jersey. And Vinny, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
I'm sorry, is that Vinny or Minnie?
It's Vinny.
Vinny. Hello,
Yes.
Vinny.
How you doing, Doctor?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Okay. I have a dog. She's 7 years old. She's female spayed terrier mix. She has aggressive grade 3 soft tissue sarcoma. She has hypothyroidism, hot spots. They want to do radiation and chemo. She's already had 2 surgeries to remove the tumor. The tumor's coming back, and it's starting to break through her skin.
Okay, where's the tumor at? On her muscles, on her chest, or on the thorax? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's just under the skin?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sarcoma can be a very aggressive type of tumor, and I'm sure they're talking about tens of thousands of dollars for things like radiation and surgery and chemotherapy and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And while we love our pets, there's actually more economical ways we can do this, and it works in both people and animals. Okay? So I would immediately change the dog's food. Okay? Make sure you're going to get a grain-free food. Absolutely no wheat, barley, rye, or oats in it. Rice is okay, but I'd stay away from the hard European grains. All right? I would also make sure, what does this dog weigh?
Right now she's 49. She was 70, and I gave her Suloxone, which they prescribed for her hypothyroidism. Now she's about 39 pounds.
And does she look skinny or just look right?
She looks like she could lose a little more weight.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's go with that. And what I would do is give her, one of the Healthy Start packs. Just give her a whole Healthy Start pack. And at 49 pounds, that's going to last her 2 months. Give her a half a dose every day. I just put the half a dose in her dog food. But remember, you got to change your dog food. Can't be any grains, no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats in there. Then I would also go ahead and give her a half ounce, what we call Z-radical. You can just put that in there. I would also give her, what would you do, Shar, to get her ORIC points over 50,000?
I'd give her the Cell Shield RTQ.
Perfect. Cell Shield RTQ. I'd go ahead and give her 2 or 3 of those twice a day. Or you could just open them up and put all 3 or 4 of them right in the food. As Cell Shield RTQ, get their ORIC points, oxygen radical absorption capacity points, and that tells you you're going to get the right amount of antioxidants. I'd throw one more thing. It was actually originally designed for the thyroid gland, but it also has sea cucumber in it, which is one of the best things for your immune system when you have cancer. What would you give this dog in that category, Shar?
Ocean's Gold.
Absolutely. I'd go ahead and give that dog 2 Ocean's Gold tablets. Just throw them in the dog food. Usually just crunch them up and eat them. They have a slight fishy taste, and dogs and cats both love them. And then give us a call every couple of weeks. I'd kind of go that direction. You're looking at maybe $100 a month for that dog, which would be perfect. And I think that's a better way to go for quality of life for the dog, as well as economics and also for outcome. Okay, well, hang on. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Longevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORIC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture. with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's go to Florida. And Tim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Tim, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Well, one thing right off the bat I didn't tell your caller. I've got some kidney stones, and they're starting to bother me a little bit. I had ultrasound done probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know what to do about those. And I've got around my teeth, I've got a couple of spots that the gum looks like it's splitting down the side, and I've got thin fingernails. I've been a diabetic for about 24 years, and I'm insulin dependent. I'm a double.
Are you type 1? Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you type 1 or type 2 diabetic?
No, I really don't know.
Okay. All right.
And
how much do you weigh?
I weigh about 170 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure, cardiovascular problems?
No.
Okay. Any skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
No.
Okay. Any history of asthma or bronchitis?
When I was a small child.
Okay. Asthma as a kid. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, they were asthmatic. My dad was asthmatic.
Okay. All right. Char, what's going on here?
It's a gluten intolerance for sure.
Okay. And what causes kidney stones?
Kidney stones are caused by a lack of calcium.
Now, how can you say that? All medical doctors will say it's from too much calcium.
Because they're stupid, or else they're trying to rip everybody off.
Well, that says it. Very good. Okay, yeah. Char's quite correct, Tim. When you have kidney stones, you have raging osteoporosis. If you have elevated blood calcium, you have raging osteoporosis. And this is very common for people that have kidney stones, and doctors will tell you, stay away from the dairy, do not supplement with calcium, you got too much calcium, you're going to get bone spurs, calcium deposits, you're going to have more kidney stones. Nope, you need more calcium. So at 170 pounds, I'd have you take 2 of the Healthy Bone and Joint packs per month. And what would you give him for the diabetes, Char?
I give him the Sweeties.
Okay, Sweeties, yeah, go ahead and get yourself 2 bottles of our Sweeties, take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner, and take your fasting blood sugar every morning before you medicate yourself. And as your blood sugar drops, and it will, you take less and less medication as your doctor has taught you to do. You get down below your blood sugar below 100 milligrams per deciliter for 8 or 10 days in a row without medication, you're an ex-diabetic. And what you do, of course, you have to stay on the 90 essential nutrients forever. You can't ever give them up because next week, next year, 5 years from now, you still won't have any of those minerals in your food. And the gum splitting, this could be a vitamin C deficiency. It could be something going on with your bones underneath the gums. And let's see here. The nice thing about it, if you do these things, the kidney stones that you have will just gradually etch away and get smaller and smaller and smaller over time, depending on how big they are. It might take 3 months. It might take 6 months. It might take a year. If they're, as big as a golf ball, you may want to, if you want to go get rid of them faster, you can do what's called a lithotomy. Not lithotomy, that's surgery. It's one of these ultrasound machines where they do a lithia thing, and they use the ultrasound to break up the kidney stones into powder, and then you can urinate them out. But if it's not that big, just give it 4, 5, 6 months, and they usually get smaller and smaller and will go away. But you need more calcium, not less. And so give us a call. Okay, let's see here. Doug, how much time we have?
You got about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, I'm going to remind everybody about my new book out, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, my new DVD, Someone Should Go to Jail, and then my new CD, Public Enemy #1. And these do not replace the Dead Doctors Don't Lie, but they are actually an add-on because they're just more information 20 years later telling you that what I said 25, 50, 65 years ago is exactly correct. Epigenetics, the book, Someone Should Go to Jail, the DVD, and Public Enemy #1, the CD. You read, watch, and listen to these things, you're not going to need a doctor. What a concept. Okay, well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. PureWorks.